good. Turned 30. Still feel like I'm 21, so that's what matters, I guess.
Don't they say that really age is only a matter of like what you feel in your head, right?
That's right. Yeah, Jay-Z said 30 is the new 20, so I'm 20.
And he knows everything, so.
You're a big celebrator on the court. Obviously, you have all these different stuff. What is it always spur of the moment? I mean, I know you had Jeremy Lamb and Perry Jones last year who were really choreographing stuff over there.
It's always spur of the moment. You know, I make sure I give thanks and speak to my grandfather and one's passed away when I point to the sky. But everything else after that is just whatever I feel at the time. So
You're a big football guy. I mean, I know you love your Panthers. And do you ever watch their games? You know, sometimes they'll flag a guy after a sack for his celebration or in the end zone. Chad Johnson used to do some celebrations, but then they've made a ton of rules. Are you ever like, wow, imagine if like they flagged people in the NBA for that stuff?
I don't want to talk like let's hope they don't ever do that. I don't know how I get that emotion out. So hopefully they'll never do that. That would be crazy if they did though. So hopefully nobody messes that up.
Could you imagine? I mean, a lot of it's been made about NFL celebrations. You know, they do too much. It's too excessive. Like, what are guys supposed to do? Have you ever sort of? I mean, hadn't you thought like, what's a guy supposed to do after he scores a big touchdown?
When they put the celebrations on video games, so you can't. I was kind of hurt to see they took away the celebrations, but it is what it is. Some guys dance now, and that's the new thing, so that's cool. But I miss the Chad Johnson and Terrell Owens days.
Speaking of celebrations, big shots, I can't even talk. Big shots often lead to big celebrations. For you, you've had a lot of big shots in your career. Do you have a favorite, even from Little League on up? Is it something that stands out because of what you guys won or what it meant for you?
Well, now it's the 3-point off the ground thing I do sometimes and point up to the sky. But when I was young, I used to like Deion Sanders a lot. So he used to do like his high step when he scored. So I used to do that when I was a kid. Yeah, I used to do that when I was a kid. So that's probably my favorite.
Did you have a shot that you hit that you remember doing that and it sort of stands out as, man, that was big time fun?
Yeah, I think I was like 6 and I hit like a reverse layup or something. And I saw my mom in the crowd, and I did it, and I looked up, and she was laughing. She was, like, falling out of her seat laughing. So I'll never forget that.
So you high-stepped down the court?
I did. I high-stepped down the court and, like, all the way down the court. My coach was like, what are you doing? But it was fun, though. I'll never forget that.
As big a football fan as you are, did you ever play football, or did you ever think that maybe that would be your sport of choice?
I played football. I was like 5, though. Only played like 1 year. But it was fun. We played in the neighborhood more when I was growing up. So I probably played football in my neighborhood more than I did basketball because we didn't have a basketball goal. So it was fun, though.
Were you at Georgia Tech when Calvin Johnson was there?
Yeah, we actually had an English class together our freshman year. And I remember seeing him, and I was like, man, you should play basketball. And I saw him on the field, and I was like, nah, he made the right decision. So
Can he hoop, though?
I know he can jump. I never really seen him play. We used to mess around in the gym sometimes in the student center and play basketball. Sometimes the football players come in there in the off season. But I knew he could jump really high when I saw him. He was very athletic.
You mentioned class at Georgia Tech. That's a pretty tough, academic school. What do you remember from what class sticks out as the toughest?
I had a film class that was tough. And obviously, math. I took computer science, and I passed, thank God. And, it's a tough school. It's Georgia Tech, but it was fun. The whole experience was fun. I miss college, actually.
There seems to be a certain buzz around this season with, you guys have kind of reconstructed the roster with that trade last year, and then obviously the coaching staff is completely new. Durant's coming back. Can you feel the anticipation around the city and this team?
Definitely. I think we're all anxious, and everybody's ready to get started tomorrow. But like I said, it's one day at a time. We got to keep the mentality we've had, every day, even last year, going through what we went through. It was still one day at a time, not making any excuses. Is
the newness strange? I mean, you're a little bit different because you've been on so many different teams, but for a guy like Nick Collison or Durant who've known so much, they have half a new roster and a new coaching staff. Do you feel they're kind of looking around as a little bit different than usual?
No, I actually talked to both of them pretty early on when we made the change, and both of them sounded very positive. So those two guys are two great professionals for one. And just knowing that they had the confidence and was ready to move on, I think that kind of rubbed off on everybody else. So we're just ready to get it going and see what's in store for us.
Thanks for joining us, Anthony, and we're expecting some high stepping this year, by the way.
Can't do it anymore. Can't do it.
Makes me sad.
All right.
Thanks, Anthony.